Have you noticed some strange and different things happening in your life recently? Small signs that seem meaningless, but are appearing with a frequency that can no longer be ignored? Well, know that this is no coincidence. If you are an Aquarius, the universe is sending clear messages that a gigantic financial transformation is about to happen in your life. And today, in this video, you will discover exactly what the 12 signs are that prove that God is preparing the way to release wealth into your life very soon. Pay close attention to every word I'm going to say here, because if you recognize at least 5 of these signs happening to you now, you can be absolutely sure. Prosperity is knocking on your door, and you need to be ready to receive it. The problem is that many people don't know how to recognize these divine signs, and end up letting the blessing pass by without even realizing it. Imagine wasting the opportunity of a lifetime simply because you didn't know how to identify the right moment. It would be devastating, wouldn't it? That's why you're here today, because the universe conspired to bring this message to you right now, at the perfect moment when you most need to hear it. Throughout this video, I will reveal each of these 12 signs clearly and directly, and you will finally understand what is happening in your life. But there's a secret I'll only reveal at the end, a secret about the 12th sign that can completely change how you relate to money and abundance. So stay until the end because you won't want to miss this. Sign 1. The old doors are closing without apparent explanation. The first sign that God is preparing wealth for you, Aquarius, is when something starts to happen that might initially be a little frightening. Suddenly, things that have always worked in your life begin to stop working. That job you've had for years starts to feel strange, uncomfortable, as if you no longer belong there. Or that extra source of income that always worked simply dries up, out of nowhere, for no apparent reason. Work relationships that seemed solid begin to unravel. Partnerships you thought would last forever end unexpectedly. And you wonder, what's happening? Why is everything crumbling at once? But the truth, my dear Aquarius, is that this isn't a collapse. This is divine cleansing. God is closing the old doors because they no longer fit your new destiny of abundance. Think of it this way. You can't carry old, heavy suitcases on a first-class trip. You need to leave the old baggage behind to embark on this new level of prosperity that is coming. And the universe knows this. Therefore, he is gently but firmly removing from your life everything that no longer serves your greater purpose. That job that paid little and drained all your energy needs to go. That business partnership that only gave you headaches and very little return needs to end. Those small sources of income that kept you too busy to see bigger opportunities, they need to dry up. It's like when you're in an old house and you start planning to build a mansion on the same land. You need to demolish the old building first, right? That's exactly what's happening in your financial life right now. God is demolishing the old structures because he will build something infinitely bigger and better in their place. But most people panic at this stage. They see the doors closing and become desperate, trying to force those doors open, clinging tooth and nail to situations that should have been left in the past. And do you know what happens when you do that? You delay your own miracle. You block the flow of abundance because you are holding tightly to what needs to be released. So if you're seeing doors closing in your life right now, don't panic. Don't despair. Don't try to force anything. Just trust. Have faith that God knows exactly what he's doing. He's not taking anything away from you without having something much better prepared to put in its place. These doors that are closing were too small for the size of the blessing that is coming. And you, Aquarius, with all your intuition and connection to the spiritual plane, deep down already know this. You already feel that something bigger is coming, even if your rational mind is still trying to understand what is happening. Trust. This closing of doors is the first clear sign that the universe is making room for wealth to enter. Sign 2. You are having vivid dreams about abundance and prosperity. The second powerful sign that God is releasing wealth for you has been happening while you sleep. Aquarius, have you noticed that your dreams have completely changed lately? Are you dreaming of clean, abundant water, of blooming gardens, of ripe and succulent fruits, of hidden treasures being discovered, of receiving valuable gifts, of your house transforming into something much bigger and more beautiful? These are not ordinary dreams, my dear. They are direct messages from the spiritual plane. The world of dreams is where the veil between the physical and the spiritual is thinnest. It is where your soul can communicate with you most clearly, without the interference of the rational mind. And when you begin to have recurring dreams about abundance, it means that in the spiritual realm your financial blessing has already been decreed, already sealed, already guaranteed. Now it's just a matter of time until it manifests in the physical world. Aquarians, having a natural connection with the invisible world and higher dimensions, are especially receptive to this type of message through dreams. You might dream that you are swimming in a crystal-clear river, symbolizing the abundant flow of money about to enter your life. You might dream that you are planting seeds in a fertile garden, representing the investments and projects you have started that are about to bear enormous financial fruit. You might dream that you find a chest full of jewels and gold, a symbolic representation of the material wealth the universe is preparing for you. But there's also another type of dream that's very important. Those dreams where you see yourself in an improved version of yourself. You are dressed in beautiful and expensive clothes, in luxurious places, surrounded by comfort and beauty, and helping others financially. These dreams are like a dress rehearsal your soul is doing. It's as if the universe is showing you a trailer for the movie of your new life, energetically preparing you to receive this abundance without fear or feelings of unworthiness. Because sometimes when the blessing is too great, a person isn't emotionally prepared to receive it and ends up sabotaging their own prosperity. That's why God uses dreams to adjust your vibrational frequency, to expand your capacity to receive. So if you are having these dreams, be grateful. Be very grateful, because this means you are being spiritually prepared for a new financial level. These dreams are like divine training. And there's one more important thing about this sign. If you wake up from one of these dreams and feel a deep peace, an inexplicable certainty that everything will be all right, an anticipated joy for no apparent reason, that's even more powerful. This means that your soul has already touched the energy of abundance that is coming and brought a little of that feeling for you to experience while you are still waiting. It's like when you're hungry and you smell food being prepared in the kitchen. You haven't eaten yet, but just the smell already gives you anticipated satisfaction, makes you salivate, makes you happy. That's exactly what's happening to you now through these dreams. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Now let's continue with our video. Sign 3. People from the past are reappearing, offering opportunities. The third sign that God is releasing wealth into your life is when seemingly impossible or improbable reunions begin to occur. Suddenly, that old coworker from years ago sends you a message out of the blue. That distant cousin you haven't seen in a long time shows up at a family gathering and starts talking to you about business. That former teacher or mentor you'd lost touch with re-enters your life with an interesting proposal. And the most incredible thing is that these people aren't just returning to talk about the past. They're bringing real, concrete, practical opportunities. These could be job offers, invitations to partnerships, referrals for lucrative projects, introductions to influential people who can open important doors. First, you might find it strange. You might think, why is this person contacting me right now? Do they want something from me? But the truth is, these people are divine instruments. God is orchestrating these encounters behind the scenes of your life. He is moving pieces on the cosmic chessboard, bringing the right people closer to you at the right time so that financial opportunities can materialize. Because you need to understand something very important about how abundance works. Money doesn't literally fall from the sky. Comes through people, comes through relationships, comes through connections. And God knows this. That's why He works by reconnecting you with people who have an important role to play in your journey to prosperity. Sometimes these are people you knew in the past but who, at that time, weren't ready to be part of your success story because you weren't ready either. But now the time is different. Now you are both on a different level. And this reunion happens because the perfect cosmic moment has arrived for that connection to bear financial fruit. There's a saying, people come into our lives at the right time, even if it seems like the wrong time. And this is profoundly true when it comes to prosperity. That person who is reappearing now may hold the key to a door of abundance you never imagined existed. They may have the right contact, the right information, the right opportunity that will completely change your financial game. So don't ignore these reunions. Don't treat these reconnections as unimportant coincidences. Pay attention. Be open. Talk. Listen to what these people have to say. Because God doesn't do anything by chance. If He is bringing someone back into your life now, It's because that person carries a piece of the puzzle of your abundance. And there's another interesting detail about this sign. Usually these people appear when you least expect them, when you weren't even thinking about them. You're at the market and you run into someone. You're scrolling through social media and you receive a message. You're at a random event and you cross paths with someone from the past. This element of surprise is intentional. It's the universe reminding you that abundance doesn't work on your logical timeline. It works on divine timeline. And when the right time comes, everything happens naturally, fluidly, almost magically. You don't even need to force it, you don't need to chase after it. The right people simply appear bringing the right opportunities. And you, Aquarian, who have always had an easy time making interesting friendships and connections, will realize that these reconnections are even more significant now. Because this time they're not just coming to add value emotionally or socially, they're coming to add value financially as well. Sign 4. Your intuition is stronger in guiding you towards sound financial decisions. The fourth sign that God is preparing wealth for you is something that happens within yourself. Aquarius, have you noticed that your intuition is much sharper lately? Are you having powerful insights out of nowhere? Are you feeling that inner voice guiding you more clearly than ever? Are you having strong premonitions about which paths to follow and which to avoid? This is not your imagination. Your connection to the spiritual plane is being purposefully amplified so that you can wisely navigate the opportunities that are coming. Because when God is going to release a great financial blessing into someone's life, He doesn't leave that person to their own devices. He strengthens their intuition, sharpens their perception, expands their spiritual sensitivity so that they can make the right decisions at the right time. It's as if you're receiving a divine GPS system, a spiritual compass that shows you exactly where to go and what to do to achieve the prosperity that is destined for you. And the Aquarian, who already naturally has a very developed intuition, is now receiving a spiritual upgrade in this ability. You are able to sense when an opportunity is real or when it is just a distraction. You're able to discern when someone is trustworthy for business and when it's best to keep your distance. You're gaining clarity about which projects to invest your time and energy in and which to leave aside. And the most interesting thing is that this intuition often manifests as a physical sensation. You feel a tightness in your chest when something isn't right. You feel an expansion, a lightness, and inexplicable joy when you're on the right track. You might be talking to someone about a business proposal and suddenly feel a deep peace, a certainty that it will work out, even if it doesn't yet make complete sense logically. Or you might be considering accepting a job and feel a strange discomfort, an inner voice telling you to wait, not to accept yet, even if it seems like a good offer on the surface. This is your divine intuition in action. It's God speaking directly to you through this subtle but powerful language. And you need to learn to trust these signs. You need to learn to honor this inner wisdom, because it never deceives you. It always leads you to where you need to be. The problem is that most people ignore their intuition. They let their rational minds completely dominate and make decisions based solely on numbers, logic, and what others are saying. And then they end up missing incredible opportunities, or worse, falling into financial traps that could have been avoided if they had paid attention to internal signals. But you won't make that mistake. Because now you know that this amplified intuition is one of the 12 signs that your wealth is coming. So from today onward, start paying more attention to your feelings, your hunches, your bodily sensations when you are faced with financial decisions. Write down the insights that come to you, even if they don't seem to make sense at the moment. Often, full understanding only comes later, but the insight needs to be recorded the moment it appears. Honor this divine wisdom that is flowing through you now. It is a sacred gift, a powerful tool that God has given you so that you can navigate safely and successfully through this new chapter of abundance that is opening up in your life. Sign 5. You are experiencing impulses to learn new things related to money. The fifth sign that God is releasing wealth to you is when a strong interest suddenly arises in subjects you never paid much attention to before. Are you feeling the urge to learn about investments? Are you curious about how the financial market works? Are you watching videos on financial education? Are you looking for courses on how to start a business, how to sell, how to negotiate? This is not just a passing whim. It's the universe preparing you to handle the money that is coming. Because receiving wealth is one thing, knowing how to manage and multiply that wealth is another. And God, in His infinite wisdom, doesn't just want to give you the fish, He wants to teach you how to fish too. He wants you to develop the skills, knowledge, and mindset necessary not only to receive abundance, but to maintain it and make it grow even more. That's why he is awakening this sudden interest in financial topics in you. Suddenly you find yourself reading articles about economics when before that made you sleepy. You are paying attention to conversations about business when before you found that boring. You are asking questions about how certain people manage to prosper when before you weren't curious about that. This intellectual and educational awakening is a very clear sign that you are being prepared for a new financial level. It's like when someone takes on an important position in a company. Before officially starting, they go through a training period, right? They learn about the company, the responsibilities of the position, and the tools they will need to use. That's exactly what's happening to you now. You are in divine training to assume the role of a prosperous person. And part of this training is acquiring knowledge about how money works. Understanding concepts like cash flow, investments, assets, liabilities, compound interest, diversification. Learning about an abundance mindset, about how to deal with limiting beliefs about money, about how to develop healthy financial habits. All of this is being made available to you now in a natural way. The right videos appear on your screen. The right books reach you. The right conversations happen. Learning opportunities arise. And you feel a genuine motivation to absorb this knowledge. It's not a heavy obligation, it's a pleasure. You are learning because you want to, because you feel you need to, because something inside you knows that this knowledge will be useful very soon. And here's a powerful truth. The knowledge you are acquiring now is not just for you to manage your own money. It's also so you can teach other people. Because when God blesses you financially, He expects you to be a blessing to others as well. And one of the best ways to bless people is to share knowledge that can transform their lives. So you are being equipped not only to prosper, but to be an instrument of prosperity in the lives of others. What a beautiful responsibility, isn't it? So take advantage of this learning moment. Don't resist these impulses to study about money. Don't think you're wasting time or being greedy. You're not. You are being obedient to the divine calling. You are preparing yourself properly to receive what God is preparing for you. And the more you learn, the more prepared you become, the more confident you become, and the easier it becomes for you to attract and manage the wealth that is on its way. Sign 6. Old obstacles are being mysteriously removed. The sixth sign that wealth is being released to you is when those problems that seemed eternal, those obstacles you thought impossible to overcome, begin to resolve themselves in unexpected and almost miraculous ways. Aquarius, have you noticed this happening? That debt that was suffocating you suddenly finds a solution. That bureaucratic process that was stalled for months finally moves forward. That complicated situation that was blocking an opportunity resolves itself out of nowhere. That toxic relationship that was draining your energy and resources finally ends. It's as if invisible hands are working behind the scenes of your life, clearing paths, removing stones, opening passages. And often these solutions appear in ways you would never imagine. You didn't need to chase after it. You didn't need to overexert yourself. You didn't need to suffer. The solution simply appeared. A person emerged offering help exactly where you needed it. A resource became available just when you needed it. Information reached you at the perfect moment to solve that problem. This is pure divine intervention. It's the universe working in your favor. It is God fulfilling His promise that He goes before you, preparing the way, removing obstacles, straightening what was crooked. Because you need to understand one thing. For wealth to flow abundantly in your life, blockages need to be removed. These are emotional blockages, mental blockages, practical blockages, relational blockages. And God is taking care of all of them now. That limiting belief about money that you carried since childhood is being dissolved. That fear of not being good enough is being healed. That pattern of financial self-sabotage is being broken. That material situation that was preventing you from moving forward is being resolved. All this at the same time. It's a deep and complete cleansing. And yes, it can be a little uncomfortable at times. It may seem like a lot is happening at once. It may seem intense, but it's necessary. It's like when you're going to renovate your house. There's a period when everything seems like a mess, there's debris, there's dust, there are things out of place. But you know that it's temporary and that in the end the house will be much better. That's exactly what's happening in your life right now. God is completely reforming your paths to prosperity. He's fixing what was broken, strengthening what was weak, beautifying what was ugly, and expanding what was small. And when this reform is complete, When all these obstacles have been completely removed, wealth will flow into your life with an ease you've never experienced before. It might even seem strange at first. You'll think, how can it be so easy now if it was so difficult before? The answer is simple. Before, the paths were blocked. Now they are free. So, while these obstacles are being removed, cooperate with the process. Don't try to hold on to situations that need to go away. Don't try to fix what God is removing. Just trust and let it happen. Give thanks for every problem that is solved, for every door that opens, for every solution that appears. Recognize that this is God working in your favor, and maintain your unwavering faith that the best is yet to come. Sign 7. You are being guided to simplify and organize your life. The 7th sign that God is releasing wealth to you is when an irresistible urge arises to bring order to your life. Are you feeling the need to clean your house and get rid of everything old and unused? Do you want to organize your documents, your bills, your drawers? Are you wanting to simplify your routine, eliminate commitments that no longer make sense, stop doing things that only take up your time without bringing any return? This impulse to organize is not just a cleaning phase. It's much deeper than that. It's the universe preparing you to receive abundance. Because the energy of prosperity cannot flow in messy, chaotic spaces, full of old and stagnant things. Wealth needs clean and organized space to settle in. It's like when you expect a very important visit to your house. What do? You clean, organize, tidy everything up, right? You make your house beautiful and welcoming to receive this special person well. That's exactly what you're doing now. Only the special visit you're expecting is financial abundance. And it's coming, which is why you're feeling this need to prepare the environment. But it's not just the physical environment that needs to be organized. It's also the mental and emotional environment. Are you feeling the need to cut off relationships that only bring you negativity? To stop consuming content that makes you anxious or sad? To establish clearer boundaries with people who drain your energy? This is also part of the organization. You are cleansing your energy field, removing everything that vibrates at a low frequency so that you can maintain a high vibration compatible with abundance. And there's another important aspect of this organization. You are being guided to organize your financial life as well. Are you feeling the need to know exactly how much you earn, how much you spend, where your money is going? Are you wanting to make a financial plan, even a simple one? Are you thinking about opening a savings account or better organizing your finances? This is a very powerful sign that you are aligning yourself with prosperity. Because it's no use God sending you more money if you don't have the slightest organization to manage what you already have. It would be like giving water to someone holding a leaky bucket. The water would go in, but it would also all leak out. So God first helps you fix the bucket, that is, organize your life, and then fill it with water, that is, with abundance. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And during this organization process, you will discover interesting things. You will find forgotten money in unusual places. You will discover that you are paying for things you no longer use. You will realize that you can save in various areas without even missing them. You will identify waste that can be cut. All of this is part of the training. It is God showing you how to better manage your resources. It is Him teaching you to have financial awareness. Because a person who is going to receive great wealth needs to have the maturity to handle that wealth. They need to know how to honor the money that comes, take care of it, and make it grow. So take advantage of this moment of organization. Don't see it as a boring or burdensome task. See it as a sacred preparation. Every drawer you organize, every document you file, every appointment you cancel, every toxic relationship you end, you are opening space for abundance to enter. You are telling the universe, I am ready to receive more. I am prepared for the blessing. My house is in order. Sign 8. Repeated numbers are constantly appearing in your life. The 8th sign that God is releasing wealth for you is something that may seem silly at first, but carries a very deep spiritual meaning. Aquarius, have you been seeing repeated numbers frequently? Do you look at the clock and it's 11:11? Do you receive change and the amount has the same numbers? Do you see car license plates with numerical sequences that catch your attention? This is not a coincidence. In the spiritual world, numbers are one of the most common ways that angels and spiritual guides use to communicate with us. Each number or numerical sequence carries a specific message, and when certain numbers start appearing repeatedly in your life, it's because the universe is trying to draw your attention to something important. Numbers related to abundance are especially significant at this time. The number 8, for example, is the number of material prosperity, money, and financial success. If you've been seeing the number 8 a lot lately, whether alone or in combinations, this is a direct sign that the energy of wealth is approaching you. The number 3 is also very important because it represents manifestation, creativity, and growth. Seeing the number 3 frequently means your intentions and desires are materializing rapidly now. The number 9 speaks of the completion of cycles and preparation for new beginnings. Seeing the number 9 frequently can mean that old cycles of financial difficulty are ending, and you are about to enter a new cycle of abundance. And when the numbers appear repeatedly, such as 1111, 2222, 3333, the meaning becomes even stronger. These are powerful sequences that indicate divine alignment, accelerated manifestation, and energetic portals opening. Seeing these sequences constantly is like receiving notes from heaven telling you, "We are here, we are working in your favor. Keep the faith, the blessing is coming." And the most interesting thing is that the more attention you pay to these numbers, the more they appear. Why? Because you are tuning into the right frequency. It's like when you buy a car of a specific color and suddenly you start seeing cars of that color everywhere. They were always there, but you didn't pay attention. Now you are paying attention. It's the same with numbers. They've always been trying to communicate with you, but now you're awake to receive these messages. And there's another fascinating aspect about these numbers. They often appear at significant moments. You might be contemplating an important financial decision, and look at the clock at a time with repeating numbers. You might be doubting whether abundance is truly arriving, and at that moment a license plate with a special sequence passes in front of you. This is not by chance. It's divine confirmation. It's the universe giving you a wink telling you, "Yes, I'm here, I'm listening to you, I'm guiding you, keep trusting." So, from now on, pay even more attention to the numbers that appear in your life. When you notice a special sequence or a repeating number, stop for a moment. Give thanks for the message. Acknowledge that it's a sign. And if you want, you can even mentally ask a question and ask the universe to give you confirmation through numbers. You'll be surprised how many times you'll receive clear answers through this divine numerical language. Sign 9. You are feeling gratitude even before the blessing arrives. The 9th sign that God is releasing wealth for you is something that happens in your heart. Aquarius, have you been feeling an inexplicable gratitude lately? Even without having received material abundance yet, are you already feeling grateful? Do you have an anticipatory joy? A peace that doesn't make sense considering your external circumstances? This is extremely powerful, because anticipatory gratitude is one of the highest vibrational frequencies that exist. It's living in the state of mind of someone who has already received the blessing before it physically manifests. And when you can do that, you drastically accelerate the manifestation of what you desire. Think of it this way. When you are grateful for something, you are telling the universe that you already consider it yours. You are already celebrating. You are already giving thanks. And the universe responds to this energy by bringing to the physical world what you are already experiencing in the spiritual and emotional world. It's faith in action in its purest form. It's believing in the invisible with such intensity that you already feel the emotions of the visible. Many people do the opposite. They say, "When I have money, then I will be grateful. When wealth arrives, then I will be happy. When my life improves, then I'll be grateful." But that's putting the cart before the horse. Gratitude needs to come before, not after. Joy needs to exist during the waiting period, not just when the waiting is over. Because if you can only be grateful after things improve, you're telling the universe that your happiness depends on external circumstances. And then you get stuck in a cycle of always needing more to feel satisfied. But when you choose anticipatory gratitude, you break that cycle. You become independent of circumstances. You access abundance on a spiritual level even before it manifests on a material level. And then something magical happens. The universe responds to your frequency and the physical manifestation happens much faster. It's as if you're sending a signal to the cosmos saying, "I'm already vibrating at the frequency of wealth. I already feel prosperous. I'm already living the reality of abundance within me." And the cosmos responds, "Perfect. Let's mirror that in your external reality now." So, if you're feeling this anticipatory gratitude, if you're able to be grateful even without having received yet, know that you're on the right track. You're doing everything right. You're aligned with prosperity in the deepest possible way. And there's a powerful practice you can do to amplify this signal even further. Every day, upon waking or before sleeping, give thanks as if you've already received abundance. Say, "Thank you for the wealth that's already in my life. Thank you for the doors that have already opened. Thank you for the opportunities that have already arrived. Thank you for the financial freedom I already enjoy." Speak in the present or past tense, never in the future. Because the future keeps the blessing always distant. The present brings the blessing to now. And when you give thanks in the present, you are affirming that it is already yours on the spiritual plane, and it's only a matter of time before it becomes yours on the material plane as well. This practice of anticipatory gratitude will completely transform your energy. You will notice that you begin to attract opportunities more easily. People will naturally feel drawn to help you. Solutions will appear in unexpected ways, because you are radiating a magnetic frequency of abundance. Sign 10. Your generosity is being tested. The 10th sign that God is releasing wealth to you may seem contradictory at first, but it is extremely important. Aquarius, have you been placed in situations where you need to decide whether to share something of yours with someone in need? Has someone asked you for financial help, even if it's a small amount? Has an opportunity arisen to contribute to a cause or to someone in need? You are being tested in your generosity, and this test is crucial, because God will never entrust large amounts of wealth to someone who is stingy, selfish, who only thinks about accumulating for themselves. Divine abundance is always circular, never linear. It enters your life so that you can do good with it, so that you can bless others, so that you can be a channel of prosperity. So before releasing the great financial blessing, God tests whether you know how to share the little you have. Because if you can't be generous when you have little, you won't be generous when you have a lot either. And then all that wealth would be wasted on you, used only to feed your ego and greed. But if you demonstrate that even with little you share, you help, you donate, you contribute, then God knows He can trust you much more. He knows you will use money wisely, purposefully, with love. And then He releases the floodgates of abundance in your life without fear. This test can come in many forms. It could be a family member asking for help. It could be a friend needing a loan. It could be an opportunity to donate to an important cause. It could be someone offering something on the street and you need to decide whether to give a few coins or not. Pay attention to these situations. Don't let lack oppress your heart to the point that you can't share anything. Because when you hold tightly to the little you have, you block the entry of more. It's like clenching your fists tightly. Nothing goes out, but nothing comes in either. But when you open your hands and allow what you have to flow, going out to help others, you create space to receive more. You signal to the universe that you trust in abundance, that you don't operate from a scarcity mindset, that you believe there will always be enough. And that is extremely powerful. There is a very ancient spiritual principle that says, "Give and it will be given to you." It's a universal law. The more you give, the more you receive. Not because you are trying to manipulate the universe or because you are making a commercial exchange with God, but because generosity puts you in alignment with the energy of abundance. You become an open channel, not a closed vessel. Now, it's important to understand that being generous doesn't mean being foolish. It doesn't mean lending money to just anyone without discernment. It doesn't mean going into debt to help others. It doesn't mean giving beyond your current means and putting yourself in difficulty. True generosity is balanced, wise, and intuitive. You help when you feel you should help. You give as much as you feel you can give. You contribute in a way that makes sense to you. And often the help doesn't even have to be financial. It can be your time, your knowledge, your emotional support, your presence. What matters is the generous heart, the willingness to be a blessing in the lives of others. So when these tests of generosity appear, and they will appear, don't harden your heart. Listen to your intuition. And whenever possible within your means, be generous. Because every time you pass this test, you are proving to the universe that you are ready to manage more wealth with wisdom and love. Sign 11. Impressive synchronicities are happening. The 11th sign that God is releasing wealth for you is when your life begins to seem magical, full of perfect coincidences that go beyond any logical explanation. Aquarius, have you been experiencing impressive synchronicities lately? Do you think of someone and that person calls you on the same day? Do you need specific information and it comes to you unexpectedly? Do you have a question and turn on the television to a program that talks about it? These synchronicities are much more than mere luck or chance. They are concrete evidence that you are deeply aligned with the divine flow of life. They are proof that the universe is paying attention to you and responding to your thoughts, your needs, your desires. It's as if you have a direct line of communication with the cosmos, and that line is working perfectly now. When God is about to release a great blessing into someone's life, He increases the frequency of these synchronicities. Why? To strengthen your faith, to show you that you are not alone, to give you constant signs that everything is going perfectly, even if you don't yet see the complete picture. It's as if He is sending you small gifts every day, small confirmations that the great blessing is on its way. And these synchronicities are often directly related to your future prosperity. You might be looking for information about a specific type of investment and suddenly find a perfect article on the subject. You might be thinking about changing careers and someone who works in that field contacts you out of the blue. You might need financial guidance and an acquaintance points you to exactly the right person at the right time. Everything fits together perfectly, like pieces of a cosmic puzzle. And the more you recognize and appreciate these synchronicities, the more they happen. Because you are tuning your consciousness to the frequency where they are perceived. Most people experience as many synchronicities as you do, but they don't notice them because they are inattentive, they are on autopilot, they are not spiritually awake. But not you. You are attentive. You are conscious. You are recognizing the signs. And this exponentially increases your connection with the divine. There's a saying, when the student is ready, the master appears. And this applies perfectly to synchronicities. When you are ready to receive abundance, synchronicities related to abundance begin to appear everywhere. The right people appear. The necessary information arrives. Opportunities present themselves. All at the perfect time. Nothing before, nothing after. Exactly when it needs to be. And this can be a little frustrating sometimes because you might think, but I was already ready before, why didn't these things happen sooner? The answer is that the universe has a much greater wisdom than ours about perfect timing. It knows when all the elements necessary for your success are aligned. It sees the complete picture that you cannot yet see. So it orchestrates these synchronicities at the exact moment when they will have the maximum impact on your life. So keep paying attention to impossible coincidences, improbable encounters, solutions that appear out of nowhere. Record these synchronicities. You can even write down the most impressive ones in a notebook. Because when you look back after the abundance has fully manifested, you will be able to clearly see how the universe was working in your favor all along, connecting the dots, preparing the way, ensuring that everything fell into place perfectly for your highest good. Sign 12. You are feeling an inexplicable peace regarding the future. And now we come to the 12th and final sign that God is releasing wealth for you, Aquarius. And this sign is perhaps the most important of all. It's when you, despite all the uncertainties, despite your current financial situation perhaps not yet being ideal, despite the blessing not yet having fully manifested in the physical world, feel a profound peace regarding your future. An unwavering certainty that everything will be all right. A tranquility that doesn't make logical sense, but that is there, deep in your heart. This inexplicable peace is the most powerful sign of all because it comes directly from God. It's not something you can manufacture with your mind. It doesn't come from rational analysis or external guarantees. It comes from a much deeper, much truer place. It comes from your soul that already knows, that has already seen, that has already touched the future reality of your abundance. It's as if your spiritual essence had traveled through time, had seen you prosperous and happy, and had returned to give you this anticipated certainty. That's why you can sleep peacefully even without having all the answers. That's why you can smile even when circumstances haven't changed. That's why you can keep hope alive even when logic tells you to give up. Because you have this inner peace, this deep knowledge that abundance is guaranteed. Many people confuse peace with resignation. They think that being at peace means passively accepting a bad situation and doing nothing to change it. But that's not it. The divine peace you are feeling is active, not passive. You continue working, you continue striving, you continue doing your part. But you do all this without anxiety, without despair, without fear. You act from a place of confidence, not lack. And this completely changes the quality of your actions and, consequently, your results. When you act from fear and anxiety, your decisions are impulsive, poorly thought out, usually wrong. But when you act from this inner peace, your decisions are clear, right, aligned with your greater purpose. You choose right because you are connected to your inner wisdom. You attract the right opportunities because your energy is in harmony with abundance. This peace also protects you from discouragement. Because the path to the complete manifestation of abundance may have some challenges, some testing moments, some situations that seem to contradict the promise. But if you have this unwavering peace, none of that will bring you down. You remain firm, confident, knowing that what God promised will come to pass. And do you know the secret I promised to reveal about this 12th sign? It's this. This peace you are feeling is not just an indicator that wealth is coming. It is in itself the greatest wealth you can have. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have peace, you have nothing truly valuable. You can have full bank accounts, but if your heart is empty of peace, you remain poor. So God, in His infinite wisdom, is giving you the greatest wealth first, which is this inner peace, this state of being that does not depend on external circumstances. And then He adds material wealth as a bonus, as a complement, as a physical expression of the spiritual abundance you have already achieved internally. So value this peace greatly. Protect it. Don't let anyone steal it from you with negative words or doubts. Don't allow outward appearances to shake that inner certainty. Because as long as you maintain that peace, the manifestation of abundance is inevitable. It's just a matter of divine timing, which is always perfect timing. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So dear Aquarius, here are 12 signs that God is releasing wealth for you very soon. Old doors closing, vivid dreams of abundance, people from the past reappearing with opportunities, your intuition amplified, impulses to learn about money, obstacles mysteriously being removed, a need to organize your life, recurring numbers constantly appearing, anticipated gratitude, tests of generosity, impressive synchronicities, and that inexplicable peace regarding the future. If you recognized at least 5 of these signs happening in your life right now, you can celebrate. Abundance is no longer a distant possibility, it's a near certainty. You are on the right path, doing the right things aligned with divine purpose. And very soon, perhaps faster than you imagine, you will look back and clearly see how all these signs were preparing you for this moment of prosperity you are experiencing. So keep your faith strong, your heart grateful, your mind open, and your soul at peace. Continue trusting, continue working, continue being yourself in your very special Aquarian essence. And get ready because the best is yet to come. The wealth God has prepared for you is greater than you can imagine right now. And you are fully deserving of it. You are worthy. You are capable. You are blessed. And that blessing is arriving now. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Because here you'll find true spiritual guidance, messages that touch the heart, content that truly makes a difference in your life. And if you can, consider becoming a member or subscriber to the channel. Your contribution allows these messages to continue reaching thousands of people who need to hear this, who need this spiritual support, who need this renewed hope. Now tell me in the comments, how many of these 12 signs did you recognize in your life? Are you experiencing this financial transformation now? Share your experience with me. I love reading your comments and knowing how these messages are impacting you. And don't forget to leave your birth date here too. A big hug from the bottom of my heart. And until the next video, may divine prosperity fully manifest in your life now. So be it, so it is done, so it is.